I heard it here. This is not Jenz Bunnell. This is Jenz Bunnell.
Yes,
Get
sir.
it right, baby. This is actually one of my favorite guys. This is the type of guy, when you talk to him, he actually looks in your eyes, actually engages, listens to you, has a real conversation. You know he cares. And so I really
Thanks,
appreciate
Joe.
you. I want
Thank
to say
you.
that first.
Thank you. Appreciate
Can I ask you a
that.
quick question?
Absolutely.
We want to help the industry, right?
Yeah.
And we're at a door-to-door event, but solar too. A lot of times, reps are making large amounts of money, right? And they get excited, they're like, yes, I hit the lottery here.
Yeah.
And then they get through a funk, where now they're not making the money, they're going through not so many deals being closed, right? But it's an emotions game, right?
Yeah.
Like you can get those highs, you're like, yeah, and you spend all your money and then it's gone, you're depressed and you're like, oh, what do we do? And how do you deal with that? How do you teach your rep? How do they deal with that balance of highs and lows in the sales industry?
Yeah, you hear a lot about the solar coaster, right?
Yeah.
And it's so true. The highs and lows are real. What I always say is we hear a lot about, you can't get too high, you can't get too low, and I call BS on that, honestly. It's because if we all just try to stay middle ground, melancholy, in the middle, that creates numb people. That's what creates burnout. That creates this inability to be able to show up for your company as well as the people at home if you're just in the middle. So what that leads us to is how do we be able to maintain the highs and the lows without getting out of our window, is what I call it, right? The window of tolerance. How do we stay inside that window and be ourselves and experience it? And it's all about skills training. A lot of times we think, I actually can just put my head down and get through it, but it's your physical body needs to go to the gym to get stronger, just like your mental and emotional side needs to get stronger through skills and skills training. So there's a few things you can do with that, but the worst thing you can do is push all of that emotion aside, all of that to downplay your successes. Why the crap would you do that?
Right.
Experience the goodness of it all, right? And when it goes low, don't push it away and lock it in a closet. Feel it, get through it, understand it, understand why it's there, and then continue on. So you want to still feel the highs and lows, but to an extent, and keep increasing your ability to hold the highs and lows to your best ability.
I control the flow and get loose. You used to be Solar Joe, now Joe Moose. I'ma break it down on the song like the Fuse. Drop the bomb, yo, the website, joemoose.com.